Welcome back to Inner Peace Place. This is chapter 61, Protect Yourself, question mark. So what we're trying to do is say, with all of this work, we're trying to say, can I live a joy-filled life, peaceful day in, day out, while I'm still being exposed to life? And so how do I blend my past experience, choices, the way I have viewed life in the past with guidance from my higher self, the all that is, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call your connection. You want to blend them. So most of us have an urge to protect ourselves. And what we want to do is say, I need to protect myself. Where does that feeling come from? What am I protecting? And what am I protecting the what from? What's going on here? These are profound questions. If you feel that you live in a state of need to protect yourself in certain situations, may not all of them, may just be in certain situations, this is an opportunity for you to analyze what's going on in your life. I have to say here that some people have been exposed to significant mental, physical abuse. And if that's the case, you can write on your piece of paper way easier than someone who has not. You'll find things much easier. But the fact of the matter is that if you're one of those people who has had significant trauma in their life, even being exposed to something that was traumatic and it didn't really happen to your physical form, but you saw it occur, you can work through that. We need to sit down and say, okay, so I've been protecting myself from X for this many years. And has it made me happy to protect myself from it? And the answer will always be no. When you're in a state of oneness, when you are connected to your higher self, you do not need to protect anything, because everything that you're protecting yourself from is back here. And what happens, especially to you people that have had significant trauma in your life, when you build walls of protection, you're magnetizing more of that crap into your life. You're not doing it on purpose. In your mind's eye, you're protecting yourself. I never want to get in that situation again. I will never allow this to happen to me again. And you build the walls of protection. The personality self assists with that. It's one of its jobs. The ego is designed, as we're growing up, to protect. And the way it does protect is by building walls. Those are energy walls. The energy walls that we have cannot protect you because they have a movement to them that actually attracts more of like energy to your awareness. And the reason that we do this is that we have a false belief system that we can protect ourselves by simply, I don't like that word, by building walls of protection or by avoiding things. We don't remember who we were before we came here. We don't remember being beings of light. But that is our nature. So the belief system that you need to protect yourself today is false. It isn't true. It's a common belief system. You are not alone. We all have parts of our lives that we build up walls against. It's just that some of us build walls that totally encapsulate us. And what happens is the vibration of all that downward energy, that downward spiral energy of the negative occurrence that occurred or continued to occur for a long time or is occurring right now. It's vibrating inside those walls, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't get healthy in that situation. By being aware of this moment, you can allow the spirit, the energy of the all that is to come inside your walls. Then you can see truth. You can see joy, because inside the walls, joy can't survive. It can't match the frequencies that are trapped inside those walls. There can be no joy in your life when you're doing this. There can be no joy going forward when you're doing this, because you're attracting more of that energy, because that is what you have. It's all about energy. I'm not saying belittle your thoughts that you have, the emotions that you feel when you remember what happened or is happening to you. I'm saying focus on something else. Allow the energy of that terrible thing or thought to be less than the joy that you find in this very moment. No matter how bad it is, it doesn't have to go forward. Our protection through building walls is an illusion. You really aren't protecting anything by shielding yourself emotionally from the pain or the visual distraction of whatever it is that you have in your memory or in your environment. My first recommendation to anyone that has had severe emotional trauma or physical trauma is to seek professional help first. But alongside of that, I want you to use these techniques so that between the two inputs, you can have a life of joy and passion and happiness, even if it's for fleeting moments at first. You can see outside of the walls. The fear that forced you to build the walls, the fear of exposure to whatever, is coming from your ego trying to protect you. But it doesn't understand that when the walls get to be too big, that everything starts teetering and you collapse. You can collapse into severe depression or suicidal thoughts. The ego doesn't understand that what it's creating isn't healthy. It doesn't know that. All it knows is that the energy of fear, the energy of avoidance, is very powerful and very attractive. It likes it. So again, don't tell part of yourself you're bad and you're good. That's not the case. Your ego and your personality self are trying to do their best. We want to introduce new techniques, new skill set, how to manage those thoughts and that past experience, and how to stop attracting more of it into your life. And the secret to this is understanding that that safety that you felt was an illusion. It wasn't really going to help you at all. When you live inside walls of protection, you really live a very tiny life. When you're connected to the all that is, you live a big life because you're safe. You can expand. You can enjoy moment to moment. The more traumatic the experience, the shorter times you may remember that connection, but start giving it more and more time, thought, energy. And the more you can do that, the healthier you can be, and the walls can start coming down in a safe manner. We want to stay safe in our awareness because the safety really wasn't there behind our walls of avoidance, be they thought avoidance or physical avoidance. Get help first, physical help from the earth plane, and then start working on the inside of yourself. You can replace the energies inside your walls, but the easiest way to do that is to say, I don't want the walls. I'm going to start a journal on why I need these walls. And if it's extremely powerful, it's time to share it with a professional. If it is something you really honestly, truthfully, with guidance feel that you can address yourself, then by all means do that. This moment is the only moment without illusion. The past has been tainted. When you stop protecting yourself, the side effect is immediate joy in this life. This is your life. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve not to feel the need to protect yourself going forward or from past memories. Again, past memories, there's a wall. I'm not going to think about that. Replace it little by little with uplifting thoughts and bless the other thoughts and say, thank you, I no longer want to provide you the energy to survive. Have the energy in this moment. Of course, if any of you are in really suicidal types of ways, make sure you talk to someone. You can always email. My email address is listed. But find assistance and then make your connection to find the joy that you deserve in your life. Love and light to you and your path. And I do have a recommendation for a song. The name of it is I Am Light, and it's by someone. I'm going to give you the alphabets of her name because I can't say it. India. Second name is Arie. Find that song on YouTube and listen to it because you are the light of the world. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.